If you live with more than one cat in the home, then at some point you've probably witnessed some tension. But guess what? Tension doesn't mean to say that they hate each other. And tension could be from blocking, chasing, growling, or even full-on scraps. But it may be that they actually could get along. What they're actually fighting over is real estate. Cats map their world in 3D, which means it's not just horizontal floor space, it's vertical space, it's hidden corners, and all the other things that you haven't even thought of. And each cat wants their own safe spaces, they want their own feeding areas, they want their own routines and predictability just for them, and they want resources that they don't have to defend. When territory overlaps in the wrong places, these issues and this tension arises long before the first hiss. So the early signs of tension that you need to be looking out for, these are those little micro signals that one cat will give to another. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a growl, a hiss or a swat. It could be a big stare, the stare down. It could be door blocking, resource guarding, avoiding certain rooms, ambushing around the litter tray or the cat flap. One cat might be stayed up high and the other is always down low. Cats rarely fight out of nowhere and they'll always show signs first. So looking at your resource distribution, what can you do to make this real estate a little bit more comfortable for your cat? Well, 90% of all multi-cat tensions actually arise from poor layout in the home. It's designed for the human comfort, not necessarily for the cat comfort. Think about your litter trays. You want one per cat plus one extra, and you don't want all of these in a line like a toilet cubicle. You want them in different areas. Feeding stations, I see this so many times. It's just like the Hogwarts dining room, all the little cat bowls together. Cats like to eat separately. It's a solitary experience for cats, so feed your cats away from one another and ideally out of sight. This can massively reduce tension in a multi-cat home, and it's just a small tweak. And again, the same with your water. You want water in different areas around the home, but you never want it to be near a point of conflict, say for example, near the cat flap. And remember, keep food and water and litter trays all separate. They don't need to be in the same place, ever. Scratching posts and cat trees. So these are, resources that cats really value. They're high value to the cat. So these need to be in multiples as well, because if you have one cat tree and you've got two cats, guess what? One cat's going to claim that cat tree as its own, and the other cat's not going to have anything. And then if it does want it, that's when you get that tension. So two cats, two, if not three, vertical spaces and cat trees that the cats can both enjoy. So vertical space, this is the game changer. I've talked in other videos about cats being arboreal creatures. They instinctively want to go up high, so try and give them that. And there's so many great ideas on the internet now. Cat walls, cat shells. You don't even have to buy one specific for a cat. You can make them. And having this vertical space can all increase territory without you even having to move and get a bigger house. So here's how to set up the perfect home for cats. Create clear zones, so each cat has got their favourite zone that they can get to, and they don't have to share it. Provide vertical highways, so if there is some conflict, the cat doesn't always have to walk on the floor. The cat can go up and around, and this can be really useful if you've got dogs in the home that the cats don't particularly get along with. Use scent swapping to really encourage the cats to become accustomed to each other's scent. You can pop a little sock on your hand, wipe your cat's face, go on to the other cat and back again and so forth, and then just wipe that sock around the cat nose height areas of the door frames. It just impregnates their scents combined in the environment. And if a conflict has already happened or it's happening, don't worry. Just give the cat a little bit of time apart and then start this introduction process again, starting with the scent swapping and making sure you've got all the necessary resources in the home. So tell me how many cats you've got in your home. Have you ever seen multi-cat tension in the home? Are you dealing with it right now? If you have, what are you doing or what did you do to solve it?